What's going on, guys? It's your boy Chris here. I want to do this video, and it's going to be a little bit of a more serious video. Um, I want to talk about the Ja Morant situation. For those who don't know, Ja Morant, player for the Memphis Grizzlies NBA franchise, was just seen on his Instagram driving around with a gun. This is like the second time he's been caught with a gun. The team suspended him indefinitely. The league is looking into it. He's probably facing a bit of a suspension. Some people may are calling for him to get like the whole season. I don't think he's get the whole season. He may get like half, maybe 25 games. I don't know. I don't care. Um, this is more of a thing that he needs to realize about himself. And this is something that most athletes need to get. When you get out of that circle, when you make it, you can't be running around living that type of life, especially when you were never really part of that life to begin with. And the reason I say that is I grew up around a bunch of people who did live that life. I didn't live that life. Um, I knew they did. I rolled with them up to a certain point. After a while, I said, yo, I can't be a part of this. And that was pretty much that. Like, I was kept out of a lot of that stuff, and a lot of my friends, the group that was older than my people I grew up with, that were a little bit older, that we all hung out with, pretty much told all of us not to go down that road. Now, they did it, like they ran that life. The older kids, the slightly older kids than us, they did it. You know what happened to a lot of them? They've either been in and out of jail or are no longer here because they're fucking dead. Even one of the people I grew up with who wasn't in that life, the life still got him over at one point. Like he got caught in the drive-by shooting at a block party. So like that life can catch you even when you're not a part of that life. But if you're not a part of that life and you're living this multi-million dollar lifestyle when your parents raised you and kept you out of that, and you had the talent to escape that or to avoid that, which Ja Morant does, and he's not a stupid person, he's incredibly intelligent. The fact that he constantly is doing this is a problem. Like the fact that his mom would call him to have like get into a fight with some dude at a store because she felt like she wasn't getting treated right. Like, what the? You don't do that. You don't put your kid in that situation when he's making the type of money he's making. When he's got endorsement deals with Nike, when he's got endorsement deals with Powerade, and he's making like millions of dollars playing professional sports. Like, you don't put him in that situation. If you're his friend, and this is where his friends come in, because this is when they should have that talk with him, because like when you're the smart person or you have the potential to do more with your life than live that life, someone should pull you up and say something. And that's what one of my friends did. Like I wanted to be with my people and stuff like that, and one of my friends like, dude, we love you, we know that you're with us no matter what, but you're like the smart dude, like you're the brain guy. You don't need to be on the streets doing dumb shit. Like, don't do it. Just, you can do more with your life than that. And that kind of hit me. I was like, what? Really? Really? Oh, okay. Then that's cool. You know, I'm with y'all, but I guess I can't be with y'all like that. And that's fine. Nor should I be with that stuff, you know. I'm sure, like, I had other people in my family. Like, we were talking about that. Like, we all kind of stayed out of that. And it's something that one of the last times I saw my grandmother, before Mother's Day yesterday, like, I, we were talking, and she said that about all of her grandkids. Like, none of us have been in trouble with the law. None of us have been in and out of jail or all that stuff. And that's one of the things she's most proud of. Is like none of her grandkids have been a part of that shit. And that meant something. You know, when you, and a lot of kids I guess don't get that because they weren't raised with it, but we carry like our legacy for our family. You know what I'm saying? Like, I take pride in that. You know, that's what I carry forward with my life. Um Everybody does it, but when you make it to that level of like a professional athlete, and you have, the saying is you can't take the hood with you. You know, you can't take everybody with you because some people are just going to get you in trouble. You can't take everybody with you. Like, there are some people you can take with you that know to have the sense to not do dumb stuff. But there's that one person that you already know that is gonna be the one that gets you in trouble. And that's the one you can't take with you. Now, for him to be out here trying to live that life when you're not about that life, like, that's gonna get him in trouble. Not with the law, but with people who are about that life. Because the one thing the people who are about that life can't stand more than anything is someone who says they're about that life, but they're not about that life. Like, you're not in the streets running around. Like, what are you talking about? To use the old quote, studio gangsters. Like, there's a reason why, like, Easy E used that when he made the song Real Motherfucking G's. Like, he talked about people who were fake gangsters. Like, people who actually ran the streets don't like dudes that fake that shit. They don't. It's like this one video I saw on Twitter of a dance troupe doing the Crip dance. And I just was like, bruh, like, don't do this. Like, don't do this. This is not a good idea. This is not a good look. Don't do this. If you do it in front of the wrong people, you're gonna get fucked up. Or worse. Don't do this. And the dude who did the dance class was basically like, oh, it's no big deal because I'm cool with everybody. No, no, you're fucking not. No, no, you're not. Like, please don't. And I was like, and he was like, I'm teaching my daughter how to do it. And I'm like, don't teach your daughter how to do the crip dance. Don't do that. Unless you're actually a crip, don't do it. Like, don't. If you do it in the wrong place, in a wrong setting, that could be your ass. Just like if you're not really about that life and you act like you're about that life in the wrong setting, that could be your ass. And that's the lesson for Ja Morant. Like, dude, you're not in that life. You're not about that life. Don't don't do that. Because it's gonna end bad. It's gonna end with either you in a bunch of trouble or you in a box. It's as simple as that. Because eventually someone's gonna pull your card. Because that's what happens. You get your card pulled if you're not really about that life. People that are about the life may not give a fuck. All they see is, oh, this dude thinks he's about it. Okay, then be about it. Let's go. And that's it. And then and then some shit happens and then you're fucked. And that's the problem. So he'll never see this. This is more of a lesson in life for the people that I know that subscribe to my shit. It's a lesson for people that need to know, like, hey, don't do this. So, in closing, if you're not about that life, don't act like you're about that life. Please don't do the Crip dance if you're not a Crip. Like, even if you know how to do it because you've watched the videos and all that, don't do it. If you do it in the wrong area, you could get something bad could happen. And if you're a dance instructor, don't teach people that shit. Yes, Snoop Dogg and WC and a couple other people who do it in their videos have popularized the Crip dance, but they were actually Crips. They got the blessing to get out of that life once they got big, and they're doing it as a tribute to their boys. There's a difference. If you're not a Crip, don't do it. So, again, if you're not really about that life, don't act like you're about that life. This is a lesson that could save you from a whole bunch of trouble and possibly save your life. Anyway, I'm going to get back to watching Raw. You guys take care of yourselves, take care of each other. Peace.